supporters. That I have many of fans and many people who will speak of me and pass my videos around, but they don't actually financially support me. So I don't particularly give a fuck what you want. What, somebody says, well, yeah, one person criticized me and said, well, yeah, this radio interview that you did with all these cuss words, yeah, this is the type of thing that I can, have my, 20-something-year-old daughter listen to or my 60-something-year-old grandmother listen to. And I'm sitting there thinking, are you sending me fucking donations? I mean, send me some donations. And then I'll go, okay, great. And who do you need me to speak to? You want me to go and speak to somebody? That's fine. Hey man, I'm a salesman. I know marketing. I know how to pattern things and deliver the message to the right type of audience.
I know you do.
I'm not working for any of you. I'm not working for any of you because none of you are paying me to be your voice. All you do is just bitch and moan and got a bunch of drama and complaining about the situation at hand. But I just think, just to finish up, and, I'm sorry, they're masochists. They like to complain, but they don't want any real solutions. If they had solutions, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves.
They're scared, man. I mean, for whatever reason, me and you are two multiracial individuals. I don't know, I know that some people, I don't know about your particular case, but I know that most people that are multiracial, they would find it hard to fit in. See, I've never had that because it never was a concern of mine to necessarily fit in. You see, and so maybe it's because we had that kind of upbringing that it put us at another awareness level to where we actually have, really take the time to think about the world in which we live. They don't understand that. Another thing is there's a lot of people running their fucking mouth, but you know what they don't have? People that are intelligent enough to produce results and to explain something in a way, but not just explain it. I've heard look here. I talked with Ogner the other day, out of Switzerland. Now, I don't know the man, but I did an interview with him, right? And I'm sitting there with the interview with Ogner, which I'm not going to post, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I sat there with Ogner, and with all due respect, I don't have any problems with Ogner. We've never had a run-in. He's been very polite to me. I don't know if he's a Jew or who the fuck he is, but I'm just saying from everything that we've encountered, the man has never did anything to me. But I have a radio show that I was going to do with him, but what I realized was he knew all the right things as far as Palestine, where the Jews are, who they are, their names. But you know what? We never got down to fucking results. Look here. I grew up, okay? I grew up on talk radio. My dad is political. He ran for office. He didn't win, but he's a very political man. And I used to listen to talk radio all the time as a kid because I had to suffer through it, but I learned to love it. And what I realized as I grew older, you know what? I've been listening to these son of a bitches fucking talk for too goddamn fucking long. We need results. And if look here, you need to be pushing that towards Alex Jones too. This son of a bitch has been at how many years? Man, I'm done with all this shit, man. We need results. And we can get them once we understand that we are focused on getting results. Most people, here's another problem. The minute that you are ready to do it, they always throw their hands in the air and say, man, it's overwhelming. There's nothing that can be done. And that is so much bullshit. Just look at what the Jews have done, right? As just one group of people, and they're not even the biggest group of all the races out there. But look at what they have achieved. Why? Well, many reasons. First of all, they've been instilled with this lie that they're God's chosen and that they are superior. You're subhuman, see? Wouldn't that be a great place to start from? Is that you are the shit and everyone else is subhuman. Huh? And then you go and spew out some shit called Islam and fucking Catholicism and fucking Christian bullshit that's been shit out of the ass cheek of Jews. And then you have this pyramid triangle fucking scheme with the Jews sitting on top, and you got these Zionist Christians. And then on one hand, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about Islam. I don't care if you put a fucking hit out with me. Just make sure you face me when it goes down. That's all you gotta do. Make sure you face me. This shit about Muhammad. I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers always crying because you said something about their fucking all-powerful God. Can't he fucking take care of himself? Now, as far as what I've seen out of history, which is something that you gotta fucking believe, not just religious books, but anything that happened in history. You weren't a party to it. You weren't a witness to it. You have to believe one of these liars walking the planet. And when I see that Muhammad walked his way over to the Jews and he was in the merchants and he comes back with a fucking book with a new religion, I'm saying, yup, this is something brought by the fucking Jews once again. But guess what? Every cult member in this fucking Islam shit, and with all due respect, I know that there are plenty of people that are religious, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't even have a problem that you want to live your life by not what you know, but by what you would love to believe. I have no problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is these people that want to claim all these cult gods, and these are the biggest, vilest hypocrites. I'm just disgusted with them. We need to be just. That means that as someone that I respect, even though we don't fully agree, but I totally respect where he comes from and how he feels, and that is Dr. Khalid Muhammad. He says justice is the reward for good and the punishment for evil. So, if you're evil, you need to get that justice served on you. Got any comments, man?
I'm right there with you. All the Abrahamic faiths are part of the issue. Christians will never have a solution against the Jews because they never have. They never have, and they never will. And it is a product of their programming. They are programmed to serve the Jew by way of the very things in which they are taught to believe. They are taught not to look in places which the Jew hides the secrets of how they control you. They are taught to turn the other cheek and be nice and to pray for their salvation instead of lifting a sword for their salvation or a firearm or some other type of weapon.
Well, you
so
know,
the very nature of Christianity precludes them from ever coming up with a solution for the Jew.
Now, I come from a Christian background. I went to 4 years of boarding school in Texas, a Christian school. Now, I come from a Christian family, and when I say Christian, these are some of the people that are really, they're not perfect, and of course, at some level they could, just like the rest of them, be called hypocrites. But you know what? They are not for injustices. They are not for homosexuality.